So again, I think, possibly you could get through these on your own, but I'm just going to write them out just in case. So I'm going to use synthetic again here, but remember 2x plus 1 is a possible factor, is not the 0. So if I want to use synthetic division, I have to set this equal to 0 and use that value instead. So when I line up my coefficients, this one doesn't actually need to have a 0 plugged in. So I would drop the 2 down, multiply by the negative 1/2, so I'd get a negative 1. Drop another 2 down, get another negative 1. Drop a negative 12, get a positive 12. So again, I got a 0. So yes, this is a yes. It is a factor because there is no remainder. It divides evenly. That's what a factor means, right? Factors of 24, 8 and 3 are possible factors because you can divide with no remainder. Same thing in polynomial world. All right. And so then what we're going to keep adding to this is if I said if x minus 1 is a factor, what are the other two factors? And this gets to what we just were doing on the last slide, where if we were to take this and actually at first glance that looks like it's going to work by factor by grouping, but that's something we can talk about later. 2, drop the 2 down, right? Multiply, so I'd have a negative 2. Drop the negative 5 down, right? Negative 5 times negative 1 is positive 5. Drop a 3 down, negative 3. And see, we were told if it is a factor. So I was expecting to not see a remainder here. And then we have a 2x squared minus 5x minus 3. But see, we want to get the other two factors, which means we don't get to stop here. So I have to actually keep going. So numbers that multiply to a negative 6 that add up to a negative 5 would tell me to break up my b term to be a negative 6x plus 1x. Because see, those definitely multiply to a negative 6 while adding to a negative 5. I'm going to leave the 2x squared alone. This is what we finished in our unit 2, but I'm just going through it in a little bit more detail in case we were stuck. So then 2x with an x minus 3 plus 1 with an x minus 3. So in fully factored form, that would be fun to say 5 times fast, fully factored form. All right, I have a 2x plus 1, I have the x minus 3, and let's not forget about the original factor that was given, x minus 1. Factored form, standard form. All right, now this question doesn't specifically ask for it here, but let me just make the point. Looking at this, I know my zeros would be a negative 1/2, a positive 3, and a positive 1.